Okay, we're live, guys.
Hello, we're live. All right, well, let this run a little bit here and then
Yeah,
see if people
let's
can
see.
jump on.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Good
Hi, are
afternoon,
you
good
sure
morning.
everyone is
How's
able to
everybody
get on?
doing?
Good, still morning here.
Vitamin C and vitamin D cocktail.
Nice.
Caffeine.
Water.
Hot tea.
Excellent.
We are all good.
Okay,
Let's see, is anybody jumping on yet? Are
we
we
got a
on?
couple people. Yep, here we go. We're getting some people. Hi, guys.
Good.
I see a comment. One thing if you're on, one thing for housekeeping with these comments, we're using the system called StreamYard. So if you look in the description, it should be under us. There is a link there. If you want to make a comment, go ahead and just click on that StreamYard link, and we'll be able to see who is commenting. It'll help us out.
And also in your comments, feel free to invite any of your realtor friends here. This is an open community of realtors across the nation and world, wherever you happen to be. And we're all just here to work together, collaborate, and support each other. So everyone is welcome.
Yes, anyone. We'd love to have you. The more the merrier.
Absolutely. Do you want to get started here?
Yeah, let's get started. Let's get it going.
We're going to get started. Welcome to the first ever Sister Squad Collaborative live event. We're going to do this every Thursday, ladies, every Thursday. We all came together. We've all met each other last year and started collaborating amongst the four of us and decided, let's open this up to all the cool women in real estate and have lots of conversations about everything real estate and bring on guests and this whole bit. And so this is how this all started. And this is our first live. And so I think what we'll do to start with, everybody, is go around and introduce ourselves. And then today we have a great topic. And we encourage all of you in the audience to please participate. And if you weren't on just a minute ago, invite your friends. And the more collaborative we are, the better this is going to be for all of us. So MaryChris, you want to kick off and say hello?
Sure. Hi, guys. I am MaryChris Williams. I am actually here in Columbus, Ohio. I was born and raised in Columbus. I have two kids, a little personal background about me. I have two kids. I have a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old. And I would say why I'm so excited about this. I'm probably out of the four of us, I just most recently went from a team over to a solo agent. And coming as a solo agent, I just felt like I was out on an island and wanting someone to talk to, wanting someone to collaborate, have an idea, throw it at them, have them help me, give me advice, me give advice to other people. So that's kind of what is behind this for me and what it means for me. Business wise, before I got into real estate, I worked in the corporate world. I worked for a relo company. I worked for a commercial real estate company. I worked for a property management company. And kind of beyond that, I had relocated, been married to my husband 20 years. We relocated 9 times. So I knew the moving experience. And I was like, you know when you have a good one, you know when you have a bad one. And then I became a stay-at-home mom, and I wanted to get back in, use my mind, and use my master's, and it was the perfect segue. So I built my business with my MBA. I really focused kind of on my relationship building, and what I also focus on is kind of my brand and marketing, and we're going to talk a lot about that through these sessions. So that's kind of my story.
I love it. That's awesome.
Jen?
Hi, all. I'm Jen Wilson, and I am located in upstate New York. I got into the real estate industry 15 years ago as a newly single mom with some pretty interesting goals. And one thing I had learned very early in my career was the importance of coaching. So immediately I got into Buffini coaching, which was awesome, which is basically working your sphere and the people you know. And after that ran its course, which was great and built a very nice foundation for my business, I moved on to Tom Ferry Coaching and was there for years, met some great people along the way. And from there, I eventually moved over to Keller Williams and got into MAPS coaching because I think Gary Keller is a genius and he's got some great systems. And I wanted to learn about those systems. And what I learned is that I did not want to build a team and that I did want to remain a solo agent. So, I'm now into a coaching program that I absolutely love through success.com. And I am, building my business. And with that, in this virtual world, the four of us all met through our company. And we thought, you know what, it'd be really cool to build a community of women that can just all help each other and support each other. I'm a single mom. I have my issues and I have, my situations that come up. And to have a group of women that I can bounce off of has been so refreshing for me that the four of us said, why don't we just start something and open this up to other people so they can, they can dive into it as well. So here we are. That's why I'm here with these ladies and building my business. And I'm very excited as a solo agent that I have y'all to, help me through this. So
Awesome.
bounce great ideas, ladies. And I have the t-shirt to prove it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Natasha Tessier. I am born and raised in Houston, Texas. I keep moving further and further away from the city. So I'm kind of in Northwest Houston now, out towards the Woodlands. I have 3 kids. I have a junior boy in high school, a freshman boy in high school, and a 5th grade girl. And I've actually only been in real estate. I just finished my 3rd year. So I was with Remax. I interviewed like all the brokerages, and I went with the lady that told me that I was going to be mentored and have all this support. And my first 4 months, I too felt like I was on an island. Like the successful agents wouldn't share with me what was working. There was like zero collaboration. All I was told was, you have to go to more of the trainings in the office. And I was like, okay, well, and they would be on inspections, home warranties. So I just was kind of spinning my wheels. I was like, oh, I'm going to run a Facebook ad. I got my first ever client from an open house and my second from running my own Facebook ad. And then I met Elizabeth Riley, who you guys will meet. She's phenomenal, probably one of the most influential women in EXP. And she changed my world. And so it kind of makes me teary eyed because I wasn't even really looking for a change. I just told my husband, I was like, well, I mean, I can't pay these fees and not work. I mean, I have like 1 sale the first 4 months. And anyway, so I hopped over to EXP. We had 15,000 agents at the time. This was 3 years ago. And it's been life-changing because of groups like this. Like I can call anybody in EXP and they're going to help me and they're going to, what are you working on? And this is what's worked for me. And so I really, Jen and I kind of first got together about just coming up with something to pour into other agents. And that's kind of how our little sister squad came about.
Yes. I love that. That's so good. So good. So I'm Mindy Price. I live in Bellingham, Washington, and work from Bellingham down to Seattle. If you know the Pacific Northwest, that's where I work. I have been licensed since 2004. I'm also licensed in the state of California. I got my license there in 2017 and absolutely love the real estate industry. And this group excites me because I've been wanting to do something like this. And through the company that I also work for, EXP, we do share at EXP, but I want to share with everyone in my community, not just with EXP, like everyone. I feel very strongly about not keeping everything to myself, which I think a lot of people have experienced in the beginning of their careers or at different brokerages. That's how they are. Like I think you were just saying, Natasha, people didn't share with you, like go to a training and learn about whatever, home warranties, but you want to know more. There's more to this. There's the nitty gritty, day to day, weird stuff, good stuff, ups and downs. And I love to talk about it all the time. So finding people that want to talk about it all the time is so exciting to me. So when Jen reached out, Jen and I have been talking for a year just to each other to talk about whatever, life and real estate and everything. And she said, have this idea. Let's do this mastermind session with a bunch of women. I was like, yes, count me in.
Good.
So here we are. And I love the idea of just, I want everyone to be able to ask questions like what's on your mind and what do you need to know about social media or marketing or lead gen, whatever the topic of the
Time
day.
management.
Time management.
Time blocking.
Oh my gosh.
Balancing everything.
Oh my God, coaching. I mean, we all have our different strengths and our weaknesses. And to be able to share all this information with each other is phenomenal. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to work with you four and then all the people that have joined the group. I think when I last looked at our Facebook group, it's 178 people have joined our group in 6 days. And that thrills me. Like, yes, thank you all for joining our group. I want you all to participate. We're excited to share and hear what you do as well as us sharing what we do. So let's go. Start the new year off with the Sister Squad. It's so exciting. Here we are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So should we get into our topic?
Yes,
Yeah.
we should.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So today it kind of goes the beginning of the year. Oops. What?
MaryChris, there are people that are commenting, but can you
let me go back. If you're just logging on, can someone, hey Mindy, can you grab that link and put it in the comments?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're just logging on, Mindy is going to put in the comments, there's a link. If you want to click it, and that way you can comment and we can actually see your name. StreamYard doesn't allow us to see your name unless you click that link. All we see right now is Facebook user. It also is in our description. It should be under our description and under our pictures.
See if this is going to work. I'm trying.
Okay. All right. I'll keep going. So our topic today, it kind of ties in with the new year. It's vision. And we are going to be doing and giving you the tools because we all think most of us have all done this, is our vision boards. So this is what it's going to look like. And Jen, while I share my screen, Jen, can you talk just a little bit about the importance of visualizing things?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So a big part of me and my past is I'm really big into manifesting, and meditation is important to me too. So I have, the law of attraction and vision boards I got into probably about 10 years or so ago. And basically, the whole concept and the importance for me was, setting up goals based upon whether, there's 4 or 5 different areas of your life that you want to work on. I always chose 5. And then basically creating 3 goals or so around each one of those areas, and cutting out pictures and words of encouragement. And so basically, what you think about, you become. And who you hang out with, it's the law of attraction. So I have loved to do vision boards, and it's funny because sometimes I'll make them and tuck them away. Sometimes, I actually told the girls the story. I moved recently, 6 years ago. And when I moved, I unpacked some boxes, and there was a box with my vision boards in it. And I looked at it and I was like, holy smokes, would you look at you, girl, and look at, we don't take enough time to celebrate our wins. And, I love this because I put it on my laptop now on my MacBook. I will put it on the inside of my planner as well when I plan my day. It's just there. I don't sit there and focus and study it, but it's there. You see it, and thoughts become things, right? Naturally. So that's why I'm a huge believer in vision boards. And when I don't do one, I can feel it because I don't have that trigger in my head and that constant reminder, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Perfect. Totally makes sense.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Because I can't see anything.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So what we have is in this comments, when we're done with this session today, in the description, there is going to be a link that you guys can go fill out. You'll have to put your email address in so you get sent the template. And this is what you're going to see. It is going to be through Canva. And if you are an agent and you don't have Canva yet, you need to get it. That would be my one tip of advice right now. I use it every day. There is a free version. You can use it for free, and you can complete this template on the free version, so you don't have to pay for anything, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get this, there are going to be 5 questions that we put together. We kind of pulled this from different parts of our own favorite vision boards. And there's going to be 5 questions that we want you to kind of stop, think about, to help guide you and be sure what you have on your vision board is truly how you're envisioning your business. So, okay, so the first one is kind of what Jen spoke to, is break it down. We're going to take buckets. We call them buckets. What do you want to focus on? What areas of life do you want to focus on? You know, it can be anything. It can be work. It can be spiritual. It can be relationships, family, health, whatever it is, finances. You want to go ahead and just think of those buckets and write it down. The second thing, how many people out there have heard you have a word of the year? All of us we picked our word of the year, and we're really going to use this word when you're doing your vision board to drive what you put on it. You're going to come back to this word. It guides you to be sure you're going in the right direction of what you want this year of 2022 to be. So, for example, my word is growth. It's growth, not even in business, not just only in business, but relationship. It's growing my kids spiritually. So there's a lot that encompasses. What are some of your words, guys?
I'll go. Mine is balance. I took at it like when I started real estate, I started with, once I got DXP, I was 29 homes, then 47. And then this last year I hit 62 homes. And I'm trying to find a better balance with restructuring my life and my work so that, you know, in 3.5 years when my boys are gone, I don't have regret. So mine is balance, trying to find, I love work. I love what I do, obviously, but I don't want to leave the rest of my life behind.
I love that. That's good. Well, I was saying earlier to everyone, or to you 4, so everyone, I have like 12, I can see them right now, 12 words on my board because I can't make up my mind. But something I've always said for years and years is like, I always work on my mind, body, heart, and soul. So I just decided this year I'm going to use the word soul. It's like, just like, put your soul into it. Whatever you're doing, like right now in this moment, I'm on this call and I'm so excited. So I'm putting my heart and soul into this call. So soul's my word. It's kind of a big word, but I'm going with it.
Love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
My word of the year is rebirth. And so how I came to this is my boys, I have 3 boys. I failed to mention that, which is, you know, my why. But my 3 boys are now 21, 18, and 15. And when I first got in the business, my oldest was 8. So I'm going through this period of life and in my business as a solo agent, knowing what I want and where I want my future to be in 3 years, 5 years in my head, manifesting it, right? But I'm also I'm fulfilling different roles that I've never had to fill before. So mine is rebirth and finding that person filling those roles while continuing to run my business. Because for me, I feel like real estate is easy. It's a very easy, not easy, but for me, it comes very natural. So there's other areas of my life that I'm also expanding into other than just being a real estate broker. So that's my rebirth, finding my why. And that's me.
I love it. That's huge too. That's awesome.
Hey, guys, I'm going to interrupt for 1 second. One of our users said that they have an echo, and if you can mute, I know we're just testing this out, but if you can mute when you're not speaking, I think it'll stop our other echoes from going through. So just mute yourself. I'm going to do the same.
Perfect. Thanks for keeping us in line with technical difficulties as we're just figuring this out.
Can I say something real quick before you go on? I'm just
Yeah.
now like looking at some of these comments, so I just want to take a quick moment here to say hi. Hello, everyone that's out there. I'm now seeing some of the comments. Felice, welcome. I was talking about you earlier. Shelly Joe, I love your word, nourish. That's amazing. Keep the comments coming in because it really means a lot for all of us to collaborate on this together. And it's really awesome to see you guys out there.
Okay. So step number 3, so we've broken it down into buckets. You found a word, you thought about a word. And the third thing is reflect on last year and the future. And Jen, you talked about this, kind of touched on this too. Like last year, our accomplishments, our goals, what we wanted, what did we accomplish? Like celebrate those. But also take a look, are there any that we didn't accomplish? So do we want to go back to those? Has our life changed that we need to adjust those goals slightly, or are they not relevant anymore? So start thinking like that. Start thinking about, what do you want to do a year from now? What do you want your life to look like, your business to look like, your relationships to look like 5 years from now? I don't know about everyone, but on my vision board, I just don't put things that I want to accomplish this year. There's some really long-term goals on here, and that's okay. You want to plan kind of for your future and plan out 5 years. You have to do things today to get to that. So you don't have to put things that you're only going to accomplish this year on your vision board. Okay, let me.
Those are really good points, by the way. I love that.
Yeah, do you guys just do yearly things, or do you do it out a little bit?
For me, it's both. Like I definitely am looking at my board from last year, and definitely it was things that I wanted to do last year, very specifically, definitely. But there's always a grand scheme too, like a whole lifestyle. You know, how do you want the whole thing to be? And some things take much longer than a year to accomplish. So I like that, like doing the different categories or different time frames.
Okay. So we've got that, and then the fun part. This is where I don't know. It's kind of fun to dream big. It kind of, at least when I do this, it's creative for me. It's my creative time. It's not necessarily all business related. It's where you can have fun. Look list out what I did is I don't have it here. I don't even know if you can see me, but I just got a notebook and I just started listing words and things, what I want to accomplish, what I want to enjoy, what I want to give back, experiences, how I want to feel. And I think that's so important. What you put in your vision board, every picture needs to include feelings and emotions. So when you look at it, it triggers something in you. And when you look at it and something's triggered, you're more apt to do it. So you want to put down things that evoke emotion in you. And I also it's the last little question on number 4. What if you were completely fearless? I love that question. I feel like that can kind of get your brain rolling and getting things out there that you might not even know that you want. And then going back to what you put on there, this kind of goes back to my training days in HR, is be specific and measurable. I don't know how many of you have kind of are familiar with SMART goals, but it's specific, measurable, attainable, something that's not too crazy, but it's attainable, realistic and time bound. And I think when you look at my vision board, for example, one is to read a development book. On my vision board, I just don't have any book. I actually have the specific book, the name of the one that I want, so I know exactly what I want to do. Does anybody else here have any comments around that, about what they specifically pictures or how you evoke emotion with that?
I think it's cool, all of this that you just said. I love that. If you were completely fearless, the first thing that popped into my mind is like, if I was completely fearless, I'd go live on Facebook with 3 of my favorite real estate friends and just see what happens and see what we can talk
That's
about.
what
And
we're
let's talk about our vision. Oh, it's so exciting. And it's a little nerve wracking at first, you guys, but I love this. And it's something that I've wanted to do. So there you go. That's something that came true. And I'm looking at my board from last year, Natasha, and big across my board says balance.
Oh, that's so cool.
Woo! We all strive for that balance, but I love this. For me, when I do mine, and I haven't done it yet because I need that time, like I need to time block it probably a couple hours because I like to totally immerse myself into the whole feeling of all of it. What are my feelings? What do I want to accomplish next year? And putting those pictures together. I always have a picture of my kids. I have Maddie and Jason. They're my why. So I got to pick out a nice picture of them and then just start, it grows from there, how I want this year and the big picture to be. So it does for me take time because I'm going to feel all the feels that go with it, with all these words and pictures and how I want my life to be. So I don't know if that's how you guys do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else too that I've done that is pretty cool, and I like to listen to certain music when
Oh, that's good, Jen.
I listen actually Dances with Wolves soundtrack.
Really?
It's pretty cool. I sometimes when I'm doing, like, some deep journaling, I
Mhm.
will play that, and it really does get your head in a space without distraction, and if you can sit and focus and, actually put your goals in front of you, and read them, and then
Mhm.
visualize the picture, like, for me, it's family time has always been very important because if you don't for me, if I don't have that, and if I don't have the vacation planned, or if I don't have the picture of the vacation, it could just be a beach house. It doesn't have to be as
Mhm.
specific as Algonquin, Maine,
Mhm.
or, a trip to Florida to see my mom who's 88, and spending time with my family is important. So having those visual pictures and feeding into that emotion, because if I don't have those, then why am I doing this? If I don't have those experiences, because that's what's most important to me and most of us here, is that we're all moms. And that's why we're successful in real
Mhm.
estate, because we take care of people.
Mhm.
So to do this, for me to have that visual is super important. Yeah. And the music, huge,
Love it. I
huge.
haven't ever done that. That's a good one.
It is good. I have a question for some people in the audience because I happen to know someone that's out there right now that has never done a vision board. So if you know who I'm talking to, if you do one, will you please share it and share your experience with doing one? Because I'd love to hear from someone that's never done it before, how they feel about doing it,
Yeah,
and if it
for
makes
sure.
a difference for
Yeah.
them. Curious.
And MaryChris, I love the whole like small and big goals. So like my big thing is these boys that are leaving me in 3.5 years, which I mean, like 1.5 year, I start to cry. But like it happens. I mean, it happens fast. Jen, you have kids at college. I mean, so it's like you got to look at what do I do today so that I can get to where I want to be then, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. And so it's
Yep.
like little steps and big steps, and then putting all that together,
And,
and
and that's your vision. Yeah, that's your
right.
vision.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think number 5, I think we all know about this accountability, right? Like if we tell somebody, if we show someone scientifically, as far as by sharing your vision board, it's actually 65%. If you share something, 65% more likely you are to accomplish your goal. So we all want to accomplish our goals here. That is kind of why we are here. So, what we were thinking is you guys can create your vision boards and then we will share it back. We want to see them. Share it back when you are finished on our page, and we can kind of go through and support each other. And that is kind of our accountability, our way to be accountable with one another. And I put this quote here. I absolutely love it. Specifically, I think because we are in housing and real estate, it says, "You are the architect of your life, but first you need to design the blueprint." And that is what we're here to do. And let me go. So this is kind of
Love
what, oh, go ahead. Does someone have
Nope,
something?
I just think that was awesome. That quote is awesome.
Yeah, I think Mindy, I don't know. I think you might have sent it. I don't remember, but I saw it recently and I'm like, I absolutely love it, especially in the industry that we're in. Okay, so when you go ahead, was someone else talking? I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, I just got a message though. Thank you, Danny. Danny just sent me a message saying she can't really hear me. So I don't know. I might need a new microphone for next time, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay.
Okay. All right, so this is when you sign up to get the template, this is what you're gonna get. And let me, hold on, I want to, let's see. Okay. Can you guys see everything now? So if you're not familiar with Canva, this is what you're going to get. In the way that we set it up, you can put your word of the year here, write your definition so you can kind of remember, or the words in the definition that actually speak to you. We have places for your buckets right here. I put here personal development so you could kind of see, read one book, a class to take, put your favorite quote here. Here are all these texts. And what I like about that is this is where you can be specific. Like if, for example, on one on mine, when I share mine, one for personal and health is meal planning. We don't do it at all here. So if I were to say just meal plan, I don't really know what that means to me. So I put meal plan 3 times a week. So you can get, that's going to help me. And that's what these little text boxes are for, to be specific, to write it out so you actually have some context to what the picture is. And let me see if I can kind of. Can you
Is that
see
yours?
Can you see this?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So good.
Okay, so lots of stuff. This is kind of what it's going to look like. You can take pictures off. You can move them around. It's not going to be specific for you. You know, the template is not going to be exact for you.
So,
but
MaryChris, did you do this on a board? Like, do you can you hold it up, or is it?
Yeah, let me see.
I love that so much.
I don't know how. Hold on, as I'm figuring this out.
Well, I can see you. We can see you.
Oh, you can see me?
Oh yeah, we can see you the whole time.
Okay. Can you still see my screen?
No. But we can. No. We can see you with your screen up. Like so. Like this is mine from last year.
Yeah.
So it's like
let me do that again.
But it's on a board, and then I cut out all the pictures. Is that what you did too?
No, you can watch. I'm going back, you guys. Bear with me.
MaryChris, you just printed your canvas.
I did. Thank you. So it is made. Hold on.
This format is new to me, and I'm very excited.
So let me go back. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah, and we can see you.
And you can see me.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is formatted on like an 8.5 by 11 thing. So I just print this out. I'm actually going to frame it and just put it in my office. And then I'm putting it on my desktop. That's the places where I put it.
Yes, I love this
it's
so much.
So good. I love it.
And you do it right in Canva?
And you do it right in Canva. So for example, say I want what I did. If you guys aren't familiar with Canva, when you get the link, it's going to make a copy of this for you. You'll see those pictures. Let me go back to here. You'll see these. Say, I don't know, exercise. You want to exercise. You go to this tab right here, which is elements. Can you guys see all this?
Yes.
Which is elements?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yep.
You put exercise in, and look at these pictures. Then I find one that kind of, okay, maybe I want to do yoga. I put it, let's see, where's a good one? I'm going to put it right up here. I drop it in, and then I am just going to type yoga 2 times a week. And then I can adjust this and do whatever. Here is, you know, Natasha's word is balance. If I can spell balance, and you just bring these over and adjust it. So you make it however you need to.
how to do, am I muted or not? Okay. If you don't know how to do Canva, you guys, you can put in your own pictures too, right?
Yes, you
So
can. If you, I don't know, I uploaded
I
some. I think
use
some.
Canva for all my marketing stuff. So yeah, like you've got
Yeah, would
icon.
be
I noticed.
here. You
Yeah.
just go upload. It goes upload media. Then you can bring in your own pictures and put them right here. Like one of my thing was getting relocation certified. So I put that on here is to get relocation certified.
Yeah, and like for me, I want a picture of my kids, so I can put a picture of my kids on there, right? That can be,
Yep.
I love it. Super cool. If anybody needs help with Canva, reach out to us. Yeah, we can help you what we can. Maybe we'll have a session on it one day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Canva is great. I love it. I use it all the time. I just actually, I'll share this on one of our sessions, but I was trying to figure out something creative to do for birthdays, like keeping up with my past clients and their birthdays. I used to send them a card in the mail with a scratch off, like a lottery ticket.
uh-huh.
And I just, again, balance, like, okay, I got to make my life easier. So I'll show you, I created this Canva thing where it says happy birthday to you. And it has little, like in the little birthday hat, it has little coffee mugs. And I loaded a Starbucks card and I'm going to put the QR code onto the little Canva, text it to them. Good way to like start conversation again. You know, hey, Susie, I hope you have a happy birthday. I wanted to give you a Starbucks treat on me. Make sure you post on Facebook you with your favorite drink celebrating your birthday or whatever.
I love that.
All done in Canva.
All done in Canva. Love that. So good.
Yeah, and I've been using it, learning, teaching myself a little bit. You now can do all these reels on it. So you can make it look professional. You can brand it towards yourself. Everything, just download it, then upload it on Instagram. So, I mean, I cannot speak enough about Canva. I don't know what I would do without it.
Here's a little thing. Everybody that's out there, let's all follow each other on Instagram and Facebook. For example, you can see MaryChris's latest reels, and they're so good. You're inspiring.
The other thing, one of the Facebook users, I don't know who it is because I don't have their name, but they said, I'm thinking about purchasing Canva. You don't have to purchase it at all. There's no fee. If you're looking at it, there's little like yellow crowns for the paid portion, but almost always you can find an icon or things to use on the free section. I've never paid for it. So,
Yeah,
and you can download even the paid stuff and it just has like a tiny little logo on it. You can't even, you know, obviously if you're going to print it, that would be different. But
right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do all of this. You don't have to, this whole exercise, you do not have to pay a thing. You can do it with all free stuff the way we set it up.
Yeah, and if any of you out there reach out to us and want us to share something with you to give you a little inspiration, like Jen, I shared with you what something the other day to just because you're like, I don't want to start from scratch. Give me something. So you guys, we could do that with you. Just let us know. It helps. Get you going, you know.
For sure. We all R&D, and if you don't know what R&D is, it's rip off and duplicate. And we just all help each other. And, you know, if I needed an final walkthrough checklist, and which one of you had it? Somebody had it in Canva anyway. So you can just take it in Canva, upload your headshot and your logo, and we all just share with each other instead of reinventing the wheel. So it's a really, really cool resource, friends.
It is. And also, I mean, that's what we, as this group, we can do. If someone has a question, ask it on our group. We'll throw out what we use. Other agents across, you know, who's joining this will do the same. So it's a way we can come and ask for help.
Agree. That's the whole point here, collaborating. It's awesome. Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt and kind of go off topic. So vision board.
Yeah, so I mean, that is it. So create it, have fun with it. If you've never done it before, do it. It's really a fun exercise. The other thing too that I think you can take, I'm creating one with my kids. I had them write down, it's going to be a lot simpler, obviously, but I had them write down like 10 things, and we're finding the pictures and we're putting that on there. And then I took one thing from their vision board that I'm putting on here. Like my son wants the family to learn to ski. So I have on here, we're going to learn to ski as a family. So it was kind of, you know, it's not just for us. I think we made it here in our household like a kind of a family activity.
Very, very cool. I
Yeah,
love it.
that's very cool. I love that too. So, MaryChris, you want everybody, or we want everyone to put their vision board on our page, right? How should we go about that? In one certain spot, or just everybody do it when you can, and we'll review and.
You know what? Why don't we, so it doesn't get overwhelming for everyone? What do you think? Do you guys want to create a separate thread? I can say post your vision board here so we can always go back and find them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, to keep
Yeah,
it.
because I really want to see everyone's. I think.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll post it. We'll figure out how to post it and pin it. And again, bear with us as we figure out how all this works and how to do it.
Also, maybe they could post to the page and then we save to a folder.
To a folder.
So that the stream, like as people post,
keep it going. Yeah.
Comment and keep going, and then we can put them all in one folder and then maybe revisit them next year.
Yeah, good idea.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
So everyone just go ahead. So these are kind of your takeaways from this. In the comments from where you see this is going to be saved on Facebook, so you can rewatch this if you want. And when you pull it up, there's going to be a link where it says go ahead and get your template. Go ahead and click that, and then you'll get the whole thing that I just reviewed and put up on slides. And then when you're done, go ahead and post it to the group comments, and we'll put it over in a folder, right?
Yes, I love that. It worked out great. I also want to encourage everyone to, I think, Jen, you already mentioned this once, but I'll bring it up again. Comment all the time. If y'all have questions about anything real estate, like just bring it up anytime. We're all checking it every day, and we'd love to have like conversations going on all the time, not just on Thursdays. So add to it.
Invite your friends. If you have real estate friends that need help or need advice or need support, please send them our way. We'd love to help them.
Yeah, that's this whole group. And then I think kind of like, so we're doing these lives weekly. So next week, we're going to have one every week, the same time, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we've got lots of speakers. It's not just always going to be the four of us. We're bringing some people in to talk about different topics that we know in our business we love to hear about.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, some of the speakers we have lined up coming up are amazing, and you're going to love it. And they'll be live on here. You'll get to see them, interact with them. It'll be awesome. And I also suggest, if you guys have suggestions for us of topics that you really want to talk about, or something you want to share, if you think you want to come on and be a speaker, you've got a topic that you're really good at, please reach out to us. Like, we want you to be part of this.
And so we have a speaker next week, right? That's on the schedule.
Yes.
For our next one.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a girl who is, let me think, Carrie has probably been in business. I know she started, I think, like March 2020 when the pandemic hit. And she is, last time I talked to her, she had 7 under contract. She's the open house queen. She's done all this during open houses, during COVID. I've heard her whole spiel, and she's an open book, and she's got really good ways of changing out signs so that people know exactly all these different things and things inside the house. And she gets a ton of people in there, and then she kind of farms that neighborhood, and the neighbors come down and they know her, and it's just like blown up for her.
Ooh, she sounds awesome. She sounds like she's the type of person that puts her heart and soul into the open house.
Yes.
That's so cool. I love it. Can't wait to meet her.
You know what? We can all look for any excuse in the world to not be productive and not doing and running our businesses. And when I first got in the business, open houses were where it's at the beginning, because you meet people and that's how you create your sphere of influence and your future clients. And I think open houses are important as well. But what's really interesting is how our industry has changed because of COVID and because of our new virtual way of doing a lot of things. And whoever would have thought that we would have buyers putting offers in sight unseen via FaceTime.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just, I just think it's very interesting. So with the newer people getting in the industry, there's some of us who have, the only way we know is the way we were taught, 10, 15 years ago, which is a very different way than we're all doing business today. So to have somebody fresh come in and show us the fresh, exciting way to do it, I'm really looking forward to next week.
I am too. That's awesome. Very good.
And I saw someone just post a question. Did you see it? It
Yeah, I
says,
saw that. I was just like, MaryChris, you got to answer that.
okay, it says, yeah, can you, from Shelly Joe Chambers, can you give an example of the difference between the buckets for experience and personal growth? Yes. So the way that I think of it, and maybe someone thinks of it a little differently, personal growth is, or personal development, however you kind of want to say it, that to me, it can be, I'm thinking of it as work related. So some of those personal development books, that type of thing. Experiences to me is, what do I want to experience? So what is an experience to me? It can be an outing. It can be an experience of going on a family ski trip. That's how I categorize those differently. What about you guys?
I can tune in on this because when very first coaching I got into was Buffini coaching, and one thing that Brian Buffini I thought was awesome teaching for me was the 5 circles in your life. And I've always done my goal boards this way. Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't really. Now that we're having this conversation, but for me, it was family, business, spirituality, financial. Financial, spiritual, family, business, and I think it might be health. Might be the 5th one, but so in each one of those, that's where I would choose because those were the big for me, and those were my 5 buckets, and then I would find things within each one of those 5 circles. So I would do like a circle, like draw the 5 circles, and then off the circle, I would do like 3 or 4 things that I would focus on for envisioning.
Got you. What? Hold on. We just got another question. With being able to represent your own brand, did you guys make an LLC for your business in the beginning, allowing you to do certain write-offs? Yes. That was one of the first things I did. I had another business prior, which I just combined my LLC, but definitely I did create an LLC.
I think that would be a good topic to talk about in the near future. Tax time's coming up and everything. Definitely, I think everyone should have an LLC from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm going to make a note. Let's see.
We could probably get a really good.
Someone can get on, and we can have
MaryChris, maybe your guy that's doing that seminar.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'll get someone scheduled before.
So take it from somebody who did not do an LLC, because I didn't know anything about this. The amount of money that I just paid in taxes, because as I'm understanding it, with don't want to get too sidetracked, but you can salary yourself with an LLC as an S corp, and then you don't have to pay the 15% on that self-employment tax. So I literally almost fell over when I saw how much tax I had to pay. So that's totally great topic and great question.
I know. You know who taught me that from the beginning? Glenn Sanford. Sat next to him
the
first week of freaking real estate. He was there and he's like, set yourself up as a business and pay yourself a salary right away from the beginning. I was like, what? What am I going to do? And I did it.
And if you do that in the beginning, it's so much easier.
Yeah, it really is. So I think that's a great topic.
Great question. I don't know who that was. I can't see the name, but good question.
Yeah. If you don't have an LLC, put it on your vision board. You're going to do it this year. I love it.
All right, guys. Well, I had a blast today.
I did too. Everyone, thank you. Thank you, Sally. I see you out there. It's good to know that you're out there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Let's keep this going.
All right, guys. Bye. See you next Thursday.
Next week.
See you guys on Facebook. Keep adding to the group. We're here for you. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Sister Squad.